Hi, this is Ravi Kumar, Biological Science faculty. ఈ మధ్యనే టెట్ డిఎస్సి నోటిఫికేషన్ వచ్చింది. రెండు తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో అభ్యర్థులు చాలా కష్టపడి చదువుతూ ఉన్నారు. నేను టెట్ డిఎస్సిలో భాగంగా స్కూల్ అసిస్టెంట్ వాళ్ళకి అలాగే ఎస్జిటి వాళ్ళకి ఈ ఇద్దరికీ కూడా బయాలజికల్ సైన్స్ చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. అందులో భాగంగా మొదటిగా 10th క్లాస్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి మొదటి టాపిక్ అయినటువంటి న్యూట్రిషన్ అనే లెసన్ని మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. ఏవి ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్, ఏవి ఎక్కువగా అడుగుతూ ఉన్నాడు అనే వాటిని మనం ఈరోజు మన క్లాస్లో భాగంగా డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. 10th క్లాస్లో మొదటి లెసను ఈ మొదటి లెసను అనేది కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ లెసను. ఇది 10th క్లాస్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాయబోతున్నటువంటి పిల్లలకి కూడా చాలా చాలా ఉపయోగం. ఏంటయ్యా మొదటి లెసను అంటే న్యూట్రిషన్, NUTRITION, న్యూట్రిషన్. ఏంటి న్యూట్రిషన్ ఏంటి మొదటి లెసన్ న్యూట్రిషన్. వాట్ ఈస్ న్యూట్రిషన్? Intaking the food materials is called nutrition. Once again, intaking the nutrients is called nutrition. Nutrition is one of the method. Okay, in nutrition method, which type of nutrients we will take? There are three types of the nutrients are there. What is that three type of nutrients? Let us see. First one is carbohydrates. 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 Second one is proteins. Proteins. And the third one is fats. Wherever we go, entire the world, in all living organisms, these three are the major components. Every living organism is depend upon these three nutrients. These three are called nutrients. These three are called nutrients. Intaking these three nutrients is called nutrition. Nutrition is a method. These three are nutrients. Nutrients is different from nutrition. Okay, in this lesson we are going to discussing about different types of the nutritions. What is that first type of nutrition? First one is autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic. First one is autotrophic nutrition, and second one is heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic, autotrophic nutrition, and second one is heterotrophic nutrition, and third one is parasitic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition, and fourth one is halozoic nutrition. These three nutritions we are going to learn about in this lesson. So totally, what is autotrophic nutrition? The animals which will prepare their own food, the living organisms which will prepare their own food is called autotrophic nutrition. What are the good example for autotrophic nutrition? Plants. Plants are good example for autotrophic nutrition. Why? Because plants have the ability to prepare their own food. That's why we consider that these plants follow the autotrophic nutrition. autotrophic nutrition. Yes, what are the good example of autotrophic nutrition? All plants are good example of autotrophic nutrition. Once again, what is autotrophic nutrition? The organisms which prepare their own food with the help of sunlight is called autotrophs. The organisms which follow this nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. And next one is heterotrophic nutrition. What are heterotrophic nutrition? The organisms which do not have ability to prepare their own food is called heterotrophic nutrition. Once again, the organisms which do not have the ability to prepare their own food is called heterotrophic nutrition. What are the good examples for heterotrophic nutrition? Animals. Animals. You may ask, what are animals? What are here? Why you are not writing human being? Yes, here human being is also considered as a social animal. That's why I wrote here animals. Here for heterotrophic nutrition, all animals are good example because of all animals do not have the ability to prepare their own food. Why? Because there is no chlorophyll in their bodies. That's why these are all animals not have the ability to prepare their own food. And the next one is parasitic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition. In this type of nutrition, organisms are lived inside the body of host cell, and they will depend upon the host cells. This type of the nutrition is called parasitic nutrition. So some of the organisms are good example for parasitic nutrition. For example, in a 10th class, Cuscuta is a good example for parasitic nutrition. And not only that, lice, leeches, breath mold, lice, leeches, breath mold. These all are good example for parasitic nutrition. And next one is halozoic nutrition. What is halozoic nutrition? The organisms makes the solid substance digested outside of the body. After that, they will take inside the body. This type of nutrition is called halozoic nutrition. Halozoic nutrition. In this lesson, there is one of the important questions. What is that important question? Why plants are called universal food providers? Listen carefully. This is one of the important question. This is also important bit also. Okay. So why plants are considered as a universal food providers? Because of plants. Actually, plants prepare their own food for themselves. But we are also depending upon that. Yes. Here we must think about that plants prepare the own food materials for them, and not only that, but also for all living organisms which are survived on the planet. Hence, plants are considered as a universal food providers. Universal food providers. Understood? So plants are considered as a universal food providers. Which process makes the plant as a universal food providers? There is only one unique thing, that is photosynthesis. What is that? Photosynthesis. photosynthesis. Yes, plants follow the photosynthesis. Hence, plants have the ability to prepare their own food. Plants a little bit utilize for them, but they will prepare the food material not only for them but also all living organisms which is survival on the planet. Hence, the plants are called universal food providers. Already we know that food is essential for body development and temperature, and not only that, food is also required for the maintain the body temperature. So every living organism is taking different types of food materials from microorganisms to multicellular organisms like human being. Every day in our day-to-day life, we are taking different types of the food materials. Okay, so at each and every food material must and should consist of first one carbohydrates, second one proteins, and third one fats. These three must and should present in our food materials. And we discussed about types of nutritions. We discussed about types of nutritions. Here, how these food materials are formed. The food materials are formed by depending upon one of the special process called photosynthesis. Let us learn about what is photosynthesis. Let us learn about what is photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Listen. Yes. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a complex photosynthesis is a complex process. Photosynthesis is a complex process in which producing the carbohydrates by using carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll in the presence of the sunlight is called photosynthesis. Once again, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a complex chemical process in which green plants carbohydrates are formed with the help of carbon dioxide and water, chlorophyll, using sunlight as a source of energy. This is called photosynthesis. 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 In the year of 1831, C.B. Van Nel, he told that about photosynthesis. At the time of C.B. Van Nel, he don't know about anything. Photosynthesis. So he proposed one of the formula about photosynthesis, that is CO2 plus 2H2O gives CO2 plus 2H2O, CH2O plus H2O plus O2, CH2O plus H2O plus O2. But here there is no formation of any glucose. So in the year of 1831, C.B. Van Nel told about photosynthesis. What is the main aim of the photosynthesis? To formation of the carbohydrates, to formation of the glucose. Here, have you seen any formation of the glucose? No. There is no formation of the glucose. There is no any formation of the glucose. There is no any formation of the glucose. Okay. So, on which he did experiments. C.B. Van Nel did experiments on purple sulfur, purple sulfur bacteria, purple sulfur bacteria, purple sulfur bacteria. What he did on purple sulfur bacteria? Listen carefully. He did he did experiments on purple sulfur bacteria. So instead of the carbon dioxide, he used sulfur. He used sulfur. As a result, sulfur coming out as a end product. There is no formation of any oxygen. There is no formation of any oxygen. There is no utilization of any other substances. That's why this equation is persists for 200 years after C.B. Van Eyck also. But after that, one scientist came into the existence. His name was Robert Hill. What is his name? Robert Hill. What is his name? Robert Hill. Robert Hill proposed original. Robert Hill proposed original formula of photosynthesis. Yes, he proposed original formula of photosynthesis. What is that? 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O gives sunlight, chlorophyll, 6 CO2, 12 H2O gives C6H12O6 plus 6 H2O plus 6O2. This is called reactant 1. This is called reactant 1. This is called reactant 2. So these two are called intermediary substance. This is called reactant 1. This is called reactant 2. And both are coming together with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. They formed as some intermediate substance, and they will give some of the end product, that is glucose. What is the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. This is the formula of glucose. What is this? This is end product. What is the end product of the photosynthesis? Yes, glucose is the end product of the photosynthesis. First starch will form. After that, the starch is converted into glucose. This glucose is useful in each and every living organism for the purpose of survival. So listen carefully. Before going to that, so here there is one of the scientists. What is his name? Joseph Priestley. Let us learn about scientist name Joseph Priestley. So he said that one of the gas is responsible survival of living organism, and at the same time he said that one of the gas is responsible for food of the fire. Let us see what is that two. So what is that two gases? Let us see. Okay, now come to learn about that. So listen carefully. Joseph Priestley. What is his name? Joseph Priestley. He conducted one of the Bell-jar experiment. Joseph Priestley. Joseph Priestley conducted one of the experiment. What according to him, he conducted one of the Bell-jar experiment. So in that first he put one candle. he put one candle. So the candle is burning. In second experiment, he put candle and one of the rat, candle and rat. In third experiment, he introduced in the same Belger experiment candle, candle and mint plant. Do you know the mint plant? Mint plant and rat also. And in fourth diagram, both rat is surviving and candle also glowing brilliantly. Listen carefully. Candle also glowing brilliantly. In the year of 1774, Joseph Priestley, Joseph Priestley, Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen. Who discovered the oxygen? In the year of 1774, Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen. But in the year of 1775, Lavoisier coined the name oxygen. Joseph Priestley, in the year of 1774, he discovered one of the gas. Okay. After that, in the year of 1775, Lavoisier coined the name for that gas as a oxygen. Yes. What he inferred that based on these experiments, first he collected one of the belger, he kept one of the candle and the candle is glowing. After that, in second experiment, he kept candle and rat. And he covered that belger on both candle and rat. After some time, the candle is almost suffocated and the rat is also almost going to die. During that time, he introduced one of the mint plant. What happened in fourth experiment? He introduced one of the mint plant. So during the time, what happened? So this is the transparent glass. The plant is next. He again ignited the candle and he kept one more rat. So whenever he introduced the mint plant, candle is glowing and rat is also playing with healthy. What is the reason? From the candle, one of the gas is releasing. The gas is called carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is received by plants. You know already if there is a occurring of the photosynthesis, four factors are essential. What is that? First one is carbon dioxide. Second one is sunlight. Third one is water. Fourth one is chlorophyll. So here what happening? So if you want to occur the photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is essential. Out of these four, any one is absent. There is no occurring of the photosynthesis. Yes. What is here? By glowing, the candle is providing carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is received by plants and then the plants are giving oxygen to candle. Yes. When candle is burning, carbon dioxide is coming out. The carbon dioxide is utilized by mint plant and then the mint plant is released the oxygen. Oxygen is useful for the survival of rat and useful for the glowing of the candle. Based on this, Joseph Priestley come to conclusion that there are two types of the gases are there. One gas is oxygen, which is useful for survival of all living organisms, and one gas is which is put of the fire. The two gases are, one is carbon dioxide, another one is oxygen. And not only that, before I forgot that if you want to occur the photosynthesis, there are four factors are essential. There are four factors are essential. What is that? First one, sunlight. First one, sunlight. Second one, first one, sunlight. Second one, carbon dioxide. And third one, water. And third one, water. And fourth one, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, yes. These four must and should required if you want the occurring of the photosynthesis in the plant. If out of these four anyone is absent, out of these four anyone is absent, there is no occurring of the photosynthesis. Okay, if CO2 is not there, there is no occurring of the photosynthesis. If water is not there, there is no occurring of the photosynthesis. In plants, if photosynthesis is not there, plants are not having the ability to prepare their own food. So that's why if photosynthesis wants to occur, there must be presence of these four factors. That is sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll. The first two are sunlight and carbon dioxide are called external factor. External factor. Why these two are called external factor? Because of sunlight is coming from outside, and carbon dioxide is also coming from outside. So these are coming from outside. Based on this, we can call this external fertilizers. Then you may easily tell that remaining two are called internal factors. Internal factors. Why these two are called internal factors? Because of we cannot see the how water is entered into the plant, and we do not see the how chlorophyll work inside the plant. Yes, based on this character, we can say that internal factors totally, if you want to occurring of the photosynthesis, four factors are essential. The four factors are divided into again two, that is external factor, and second one is internal factor. Now we are going to discussing about chlorophyll present in the leaf. So chlorophyll present in the leaf, we are going to discussing about that experiment. Okay, let us see that chlorophyll is present or not, like that we are going to do the one of the experiment like this. One of the experiment. So this is a tub. This is a tub. The tub consists of some amount of the water. The tub consists of some amount of the water. So take a tub and some amount of the water. Okay, after that this is a Bunsen burner. This is a Bunsen burner. This is a Bunsen burner. This is a stand. This is a stand. This is a burner. And this is a tub. And this is a water. And in this we are taking one of the test tube. One of the test tube in this along with methylated spirit. In this test tube, what is there? Methylated spirit. Methylated methylated spirit. Methylated spirit. And in this we are keeping one of the leaf. Why we are using methylated spirit? Here first boil the water with the help of burner. After that take methylated spirit into the test tube and keep the one of the detached leaf and insert into the methylated spirit containing test tube. After some time take out this leaf and test with take out this leaf and test with iodine. Very very important. Iodine, 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 very very important. Iodine or betadine, iodine or betadine, these two are very very important. So when we listen, when we added 1 or 2 drops of iodine or betadine on this leaf, there is no any on this leaf there is no any change. There is no formation of the bluish black color in this leaf. Why? Because bluish black color is not formed because of we removed the chlorophyll from the leaf with the help of methylated spirit. In our textbook they give little bit mistake. Here they gave that the leaf is converted into bluish black color. No, that is wrong. So the leaf which is kept inside the test tube will not convert it into bluish black color because of by using methylated spirit we remove the chlorophyll. Hence when we are test the leaf for betadine or iodine drops for testing, there is no any change. Take one more new leaf from the plant and test with iodine and betadine. Then these leaves will converted into bluish black color. Bluish black color will form. Yes, bluish black color indicate that presence of the starch. Bluish black color indicate that presence of the starch. Yes, so if you want to find out the starch, dash chemical is used iodine or betadine. This is important bit, my dear DSC and TET aspirants. This is very very important. Which chemical is used to remove the chlorophyll from the leaf? Methylated spirit is used to remove the chlorophyll. Which chemical is used to find out the starch? That is so iodine or betadine chemical is used to find out the presence of the starch in the leaf. If starch is there, the leaf is converted into bluish black color. If starch is not there, the leaf is pale in color. And after that one important question is there. So up to here enough. Tomorrow we are going to discussing about one more topic. That is tomorrow I am going to telling about how can you say that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. After that how can you say that during photosynthesis oxygen is liberated. One more important essay also there, that is how can you say that light is essential for photosynthesis and who are did number of the experiments on photosynthesis like that we will learn about that in next class. Okay, thank you.